Hello people, how you doing? Are you doing fine? Okay, so today in our class we will be talking about reading strategies. So what are the strategies people use to read texts? And I bring some of them, we'll discuss, I'll show you some books, and we talk about literary genres, and we will discuss about spoiler. Alright, again, don't forget to subscribe, give your like, leave your comment, and let's get it on. The first strategy we will be talking will be previewing. We will start from the most basic one to the most advanced. And when you preview a text, you get an idea, you can check the title, author details, main headings, illustrations, so it's the first look on the text. And here we have this image. So what is the first thing you notice in the image? It's an ad, right? So when you start to see the illustration, some words, some graphics, illustrations, you check what is it, right? And actually is a comb to prevent people to become bald head. I don't know if you believe, but people try it. Going up, we have skimming, and skimming is related to run your eye very quickly over long chunks of text, pay attention to bold print, and there is this strategy to read the first and last sentence on a paragraph to get an idea, a little bit more detail of the content. And here we have this ad, and it's interesting because when you look at first, maybe you cannot see what is the real message in the ad. And the ad is a doctor telling people what is the cigarette brand that he smokes. It's very difficult to these days to have an ad like that, right? And then another step for reading is scanning. And scanning is related to a specific piece of information. You also have to identify the sections of the text, important words, and you can also stop reading. So when you read the text and you don't understand, you stop reading and try to understand what is it about. Here we have an image with the title, "The Day the Music Died," and we have three pictures of three guys, and if you scan the text, you can notice that is a news about a flight accident that killed three of the most prominent musicians from the early rock and roll era. Now we are going to the last step on the reading strategies, that is intensive reading. And I brought also here two books I'm going to show you. But first we have to make a definition before. When you are dealing with an easy text, you should underline any unfamiliar words. You make notes, keep on going, but make notes. You stop to make notes. But if the text is hard, is difficult, you just go and read it through. And you can do a second reading to make notes. And I bring you two examples about readings that you can consider easy or hard depending on your level. The first one is the Brazilian Portuguese version of You Are Make Me Hate You. Is the book of Corey Taylor. Is one of the books of him, and he is the singer from Slipknot, and I totally recommend. Of course, I recommend for those one who are not very politically correct, because he says some things here, but it's funny in my point of view. And the second one is Finding Joseph I. Is the biography of Bad Brains singer HR, right? So is this guy here. Also very interesting, very crazy life. And also there is a movie, a documentary that is related to this book. So if you feel like, it's very interesting. When you have our lives, I'm going to show you some pictures, talk about the books too. But this is my tip for you do your intensive reading. This one is the version in Portuguese and this one the original in English. Talking about literary genres, I have a book here, another book we're going to be talking about. But the definition is a category of a literary composition, literary technique, tone, content, or length. You have some characteristics that define a book, a type of genre. This one is considered to be a novel and is a Brazilian book by Lima Barreto. This is the original title, Triste Fim de Policarpo Quaresma. And I make a question to you. You see here in the image is the English title of the same book. And what do you think about the translation? Do you think they did a proper translation for the title? What is your opinion about that? And I would like to know if you know this book. If you already read the book or not. I don't know if you read Lima Barreto's book, so I will not tell this story, because if I tell you, I will give you a spoiler. And we have here this image, is a sticker. But first I will give you the definition, right? It's a summary or description of piece of fiction, book, movies, etc. showing plot elements. And this image here is a sticker for advise parents that the content of some records, they were offensive. So in a way we can consider this is a kind of spoiler. Hi people, I hope you're fine. I have a question to you. So, do you know what a spoiler is? So, tell me what a spoiler is, and if you already gave or received a spoiler, how did you feel? How did the person you were talking felt? And see how you solve it, right? Okay? I'm gonna leave you now because I will meet my girlfriend and I give her some spoiler. It's funny, isn't it? Bye bye.